Welcome back to Bearded Barbecue Adventures, everybody. My name is Don, and today, oops, I bumped the mic. Sorry about that. Today, when we do something big, I've always got plenty of help. Kids, what are we doing today?
Brisket!
All right, so I've got Little Bear with me. I've got
H2 and H3.
All right, let's get to it and get this cooking. Right, so as you can see here, we have a full size, or what they call a full packer brisket. It's a 14 pounder, but I'm going to go ahead and trim a lot of this up because we're going to be smoking it on the Kamado Joe, and I want to make sure it fits on there. Plus, part of the flat is really thin, so I think what I'm going to do is just kind of round this up. So I'm going to go ahead and unpack this, trim it up, and then bring you guys back and kind of talk about how I trimmed it up. All right, everybody, so I've got ahead and I've trimmed up and I've taken some of the fat off the fat cap side. And I've also kind of gone through and just rounded off and squared off some of the ends of the brisket just to make it easier to cook since I'm using the Kamado Joe. So now what we're going to do is I've gone ahead and I've put some olive oil on there to coat, and we're just going to use a regular salt and pepper blend seasoning for this. And that just seems to be just really bring out that beef flavor. Not doing any injections or anything like that today, just straight seasoning. This has got enough fat on it that it should remain pretty juicy. My intention is to wrap this after we get a really nice bark, and then we'll wrap it probably in butcher paper and then let it go for the rest of the time that it needs. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this seasoning up, and then we'll bring you guys back when we're ready to throw it on the pit. Okay, so we have now got the grill up to temp. We've got the brisket outside, and it's time to place it on the pit. All right, we've got the brisket on there. Put it fat side down to kind of help protect the meat. And we're gonna let it come and get a really nice bark. Once the bark's looking like I want it to, then we'll go ahead and we'll wrap it in probably some butcher paper. But hey, let's put it on there and let it get going. All right, everybody, we've been hanging in there right at 300 degrees. It's time to open it up and see what we're at. Yeah, got an internal temps reading of about 165 degrees. I'm gonna let it go a little bit, and then I'm gonna wrap it and I'll bring you guys back out. All right, everybody, as you can see, I've got it wrapped up in foil. I was gonna do butcher paper, but I didn't have quite enough, so I just used a tin foil because I have the big heavy duty stuff that I got from H-E-B. So we've got it wrapped, and I've got the probe in there. We're gonna let this go until we get about 205 internal. It really kind of just depends on how tender the meat is, so how easy the probe goes in and out of the meat. All right, everybody, it has been on for several hours, and I'm reading an internal temperature of about 205 degrees back around the point, and wow, it is very tender. 205 right there. Oh yeah. Got 208 in the flat. 208 there. So what we're gonna do, I think we're good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off and wrap it up in a towel and let it rest in a cooler until we're ready to slice it up. Well, guys, as you can plainly tell by the audio now, I've lost audio in the last video section that I did. So at this point, we're kind of gathered together, and I'm cutting up the brisket, and you can see how tender and juicy it is as I'm handing some of these pieces out. And I think it's hilarious that we lost the audio. The kids were so excited to be a part of this. So thanks for bearing with us and going this far. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you like and subscribe. It's that way you can see the other videos and things that we've got up. So until next time, I'll see you guys behind the grill or behind the wheel.